Chair calls up H.R. 2365 and asks the clerk to report.
H.R. 2365, a bill to direct the Secretary of Health and Human Services to carry out a national project to prevent and cure Parkinson's. To be
Without
known,
objection, the first reading of the bill is dispensed with. Bill will be open for amendment at any point, so ordered. Chair recognizes gentleman Mr. Bilirakis for 5 minutes in support of his bill.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I appreciate it. I have an amendment at the desk.
Gentleman has an amendment. The clerk will report.
amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 2365, offered by Mr. Bilirakis of Florida.
Without objection, the amendment, reading of amendment is dispensed with. Gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes in support of his amendment.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I appreciate it, and I want to thank you for bringing up this bill, H.R. 2365, the National Plan to End Parkinson's Act. This is an early Christmas present for me. I don't want anything else for Christmas. You can tell my wife that if this bill passes. So this is a major thing for me and my family, but also Parkinson's patients throughout the country. I also want to thank my good friend and colleague, Paul Tonko, who did an outstanding job working with me on this particular bill. I want to thank you for his support, and also, of course, Michael J. Fox Foundation, who supports this bill, and what incredible work Michael J. Fox has done over the years and will continue to do for this great cause. So this no-cost legislation will, for the first time, unite experts in a public-private partnership in a mission to advance a national project for the purpose of preventing, treating, and ultimately curing Parkinson's disease once and for all. This mission is very personal to me. I think most of you know that. Sadly, I've lost 3 immediate family members, too, in the last 6 months. My brother, Dr. Emmanuel Bilirakis, passed away in May after years a long battle with this disease. Emmanuel was a wonderful human being and a primary care physician who gave so much to his community. I'm thankful to my friend and ranking member Ashu for her support and her kind suggestion to name the title of the bill after him, which is reflected in the aims. I appreciate it so much. Forever grateful. More recently, I lost my mother-in-law in October, Theodora Lialios, who was also a strong fighter who long struggled and battled this horrific disease. I also lost an uncle, my dad's brother, many years ago to this disease. And my father was diagnosed recently, Congressman Mike Bilirakis. So to my colleagues here today, I want everyone to know what I'm particularly passionate about. I really am about this topic and am fully devoted to doing whatever it takes to get this bill enacted into law, get it across the finish line. This is, again, you know where I'm coming from. I appreciate all of your thoughts and prayers. Everyone has been so great to my family. The aims we have before us today finally represents an agreement from both sides of the aisle. And I'm so grateful that we are able to come together on this particular bill. It could not come at a more crucial time. Since early this year, researchers were able to discover a new biomarker that can reveal a key pathology and new understanding about this disease that I'm hopeful will spur new breakthrough developments of innovative treatments and cures. The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. We must be proactive, and our bill will do just that by establishing a national integrated strategy to support and coordinate research efforts, encourage development of treatments, and reduce the impact on patients and caregivers, among other things. The bill also sets up an advisory council comprised of experts from across the federal government and every related agency, combined with non-federal appointed members representing by patient advocates, specialist providers, clinicians, and researchers, ensuring we are representing minority communities and communities disproportionately affected by Parkinson's disease. This new entity will focus efforts on an annual report to HHS and to Congress with an evaluation on the current effort to prevent, treat, and cure Parkinson's, and recommendations for ways to reduce the escalating burden of this disease on patients and families. It will also improve outcomes and the quality of care for Medicare and Medicaid beneficiaries and veterans, and better research the underlying causes of this disease. This national project will also incorporate other related neurodegenerative diseases, including the rare disease progressive, the supranuclear palsy, which I was saddened to learn has afflicted our friend and House colleague, Jennifer Wexton. She helped so much on this bill, and I appreciate her so very much. Yes. We're all together today on this. We love you very much. I want to thank again Ms. Wexton for her courage and support on the bill and her continued to work in Congress as she battles this dreadful disease. And I want her to know that we are all thinking of her. And again, I want to talk to her further as we go along with this legislation. I know I don't have much time, so you know what? Can I finish off, Madam Chair? I just have 30 seconds, if you don't mind.
Without objection.
Okay,
Without
in
objection,
closing,
please finish.
let's do what's best for patients and for the Parkinson's community at large by getting this bill passed through the House floor, get it to the House floor, to the Senate, and to the President's desk as soon as possible. Thank you again, and I plead with my fellow colleagues across this committee to support my aims and support the Dr. Emmanuel Bilirakis National Plan to End Parkinson's Act. And I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you, and God bless you.
Gentleman yields back.